apologize now. I'm just reading script.
I got
Canada's
changed,
post
sir.
office and police are trying to track down a rogue elf who wrote obscene letters to children on behalf of Santa Claus. A newspaper reported Friday.
That's crazy.
That is weird. That's just wrong. I mean, I'm all up for messing with
Peanut, where do you find this stuff? Google!
Rogue Elf. Isn't that a new Tom Clancy game for the Xbox?
No,
Rogue Elf?
No, I think it's a job class in World of Warcraft.
It's a Rogue Elf.
I think if it hasn't been invented yet, Mr. T is going to get on that stuff.
See, now I'm just going to go on a total whole rant with Mr. T here. Did you hear they're supposed to do an A-Team movie? Guess who's supposed to star as Mr. T's character? Meaning he's not going, yeah, I know. So
You can't do it without the T.
hey, but
I don't know, but I won't settle for anybody less than either Ving Rhames or Michael Clark Duncan.
What about, he said he's interested in the character, but he said he will not, like, Mr. T's character is his character. He said he won't, like, degrade his character, and he won't do the whole gold chains. He said it would be a modern version. I just want to see him in the haircut. Ice Cube. If he's willing to do the haircut, I'm like, I don't care, because that'd be funnier than sitting.
He needs to do something to get out of there. Are we done yet? Movies.
Yeah.
I heard the last one. I saw the preview,
one.
and I was like, "Oh man, are we done yet?" And then it pops up. I'm like, "Oh good God!"
After I watched that movie, I wanted to go to school to be smart, just so I could learn to build a time machine, just so I could go back in time, take the Ice Cube of like
NWA
late
days,
90s, like early 90s, late 80s, bring him back so he could, bitch slap the new Ice Cube. Seriously, just so he would look at him and just be like, "Are you kidding me? What?"
And then they make a movie. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Am I done beating myself yet? Wait, I rented that movie already.
I don't know. You should have
Google.
said that. Anyways, so if he plays a part, I'm like, well, I don't know if they get Patrick Stewart to play as one of the guys from the A-Team or something like in that video I made.
Oh man.
That's the only reason I said that, and it ended up working. Like, he's like, I want to see the movie now.
That was awesome when you did that thing to that episode, just flashing the X. Oh, it was amazing.
It took a while to Photoshop that head there too.
Yeah, that was 5-star.
But
I died laughing.
Okay, that was all I had on that, so I don't know where you were going when I stopped.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, geez. You had a thought, and I just cut you off. I don't know what it was.
No, my thought was about the kid being upset.
Okay.
Find out later that I could have been a really kick-ass Spider-Man villain, but you had to go and take my arms.
Yeah, the original Doc Ock.
And then you just tell him, "Shut up, Ben Riley." Anyways,
A teenager says he convinced the White House he was Iceland's president and managed to schedule a call with George W. Bush, but was found out before he got to talk to the U.S. president. My call was transferred around a few times until I got a hold of Bush's secretary and managed to book a call meeting with Bush the following Monday evening.
You can't see it, but the person's name's down there, and she's reading it too, and I just have one thing to say about that name. I'd like to buy a vowel. Because I'm seeing consonants like that long.
16 told.
Redders.
And I mean no disrespect
Redders
to
is
Bill,
the news
Fight
place.
Bill.
Yeah, okay. But that was it. But look how old he was.
Allison, wasn't he like an old Superman villain or something? Wasn't that Brainiac's real name?
Damn you, Medieval Allison.
I think it was
But at 16, look what he can do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, keep reading.
Oh, and finally, D.H. Smith got suspended for drugs. So that, plus the firing of Teddy Jerkstore Hart, pretty much sucks the life out of the Survivor Series.
It's a wrestling thing, so.
And the 10th anniversary of the Montreal Screwjob, which
Do you know what the Montreal Screwjob
Yeah.
is? Do you know what it is? You
Apparently he's turned it into a dream.
Right. Well, what it was, do you remember the whole thing between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart? The whole thing that, pretty much stopped Bret Hart's career? No, you don't. Okay, well, you know how wrestling is, because any wrestling fans that believe, kayfabe. We'll say that. That's one of the innuendo words or whatever. I know it just means fake, but they say kayfabe. But anyways.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm very serious.
That sounds retarded.
I know. But anyways, this was a.
Oh, we're gonna give all those ratings for those shows.
But anyways, then there's the kayfabe, and then there's the real life thing. It's like, oh well, you know, in writing, you're gonna be champion, you know, because obviously we write stuff.
I'm the champion.
Yeah, because instead what they did was live cameras are rolling. No, you're not gonna be champion. So what they did was they took it from Bret Hart and gave it to Shawn Michaels, and you know he's like, you know.
Hey, I think I actually remember watching that.
Yeah, because remember, that was when the fight really happened, because he, like, hit the biggest loogie ever and spit all over Vince McMahon's face, and they started fighting.
Wow.
Yeah, because it happened for real. They were really fighting over the kayfabe stuff, and then, you know, Shawn Michaels just like, I got a title. And yeah, so basically that was the child version of it, you know, in the little easy ways, but that has stood the test of time for the last it's been 10 or 11 years, and people are still bitching and are not over that. Even Shawn Michaels said, it's been 10 years, people. He said in Canada, he's like, what? He said, that's why I don't like Canada. You guys aren't over that after all this time? You know, and they still boo him, and they hate him, and everything. But look at the ratings that it's got so much anger out of millions of fans that, you know, we hate America now for it. It's just like...
So what's it called again? The
Montreal Screwjob. But someone turned into a drink, so go ahead.
Which, actually, I gotta get this, I gotta think while I'm thinking about it, because for anybody at home that has a hard time grasping the concept of irony, just remember what Peanut just said. There was a real fight that broke out in wrestling. Irony.
Yeah. So. Wait. Okay, let's get back.
And people got upset about it.
And people got upset about it.
For the people that got upset about
Wait,
it.
are they really?
Because I am a fan.
No, turn
We gotta call it.
I don't want to see real fighting.
What's that word? What's that word? We call it what is it? Sports center. What did it say? Sports entertainment? Is that what it's called?
Sports entertainment.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what it's called, people. So you know, don't fight us on the kayfabe.
Whatever. So I want to hear about this drink guy because it's written down. I don't know why.
The Montreal Screwjob. 1 ounce Smirnoff vanilla vodka, 1 ounce peach schnapps, and 4 ounces of Canada Dry.
Wow. That's a tall glass of crazy right there.
That is. Drink that bad boy and you want to be fake fighting out in the street. Holding your belt up in the air. I am the champion of my block.
And if Iron Sheik walked in here, I was so glad, David, we can get the hell out of here because his ass is done.
Next week, Nick, I saw your show.
No, you won't even understand what he's saying when he's talking. And I'm sorry, Iron Sheik. We love you, but we were really scared when you started talking. Because I was just like, I don't know. I think he said he's going to punch me like 17 times.
Oh, yeah. He had you in the headlock. He was going to.
Oh, yeah. I remember, I remember you guys talking about it.
Oh,
I saw the picture.
And then you're talking about Lou Ferrigno putting us in the headlock, and I'm like, I don't know. He's
You know, the Hulk suite.
What? What?
What? I meant the Iron Sheik to be swept out of the Incredible Hulk.
The worst thing about Lou Ferrigno putting you in a headlock is if you yell for help, he's not going to hear you. It's like, can't breathe. I'm sorry, that was horrible. I love you, Lou.
Man, you're just making all sorts of enemies.
Man, Iron Sheik.
I joke
the kayfabers, Lou. Poor you.
Poor me.
I'm glad you're taking all the flack. Usually they're after me. I've had to move 3 times.
Can I have a computer? Yeah.
We're already getting hate mail. We don't know his address.
Okay. All right.
Electronic stimulation. Social behavior like aggression can also be switched on or off. Radio stimulation first produces circling behavior and then an attack. Delgado does not think electronic stimulation will be used to manipulate men or nations.